painting something very fun, and that's this. That blue and green wreath you just saw, that's what we're painting. Yeah, so I hope you like it. Let's get right into it. Alright, so let's discuss materials. You will need a brush. I'm using a round 4 brush. Of course, you'll need water. You want yours to be clean. I know I should probably clean mine, but it's not bad. It looks worse than it really is. And a watercolor palette. Mine, I really love my watercolor palette, and it was actually a really good price. And so I'll try to link that down below for you guys too. And then a pen, some kind of pen. I'm using a Micron pen, 08. I will also try to link that down below. You can, of course, use a Sharpie if you'd like. And, of course, watercolor paper. And I'm using a watercolor card, and I will try to link that too. And some kind of stamp. I'm using, of course, a Christmas stamp, but you can, of course, you can write it by hand. So first, what you want to do is either stamp it or write it by hand and try to get it right in the middle. Well, actually, first you want to pencil sketch a circle. I'm going to be doing it without a circle, but of course you can do that. And I would say you should. So here we go. Try to stamp that in the middle. Okay. So there's my stamp. And now we're going to start the painting process. We will only be using a few colors today. And I'm going to put my palette so you can see me mixing. Okay, so first we're going to start out with a nice green. And this green is too bright for me. I want a darker green. I'm going to just make that green darker. But I want to get a nice dark green, but before you go ahead and paint that, you want it to be really light. So I know that sounds confusing, but you want to water down your dark green because this is the background for your wreath. So you want it to be really nice and light. Because if you don't have it nice and light, then it just doesn't look very good. Trust me, I've done this before, and it looks a lot better when it's light. So now we're going to do a nice semicircle shape, I guess. And then I'm actually going to make that even lighter. And draw our leaves. Like that. And then draw one at the end. So it looks something like that. I'm going to add another leaf at the bottom right down here. Now we're going to do the same thing, but over on this side. So I'm going to do that again. And then paint my leaves nice and light. Make a nice leafy shape. But don't be too worried about this because this will be in the background, so you won't see it as much as the leaves will. We will come over and do another layer of leaves, and so just don't worry too much about this. If you mess up, it's okay. Now we're gonna take our blue. I'm gonna use this blue right here. I hope you can see that, and lighten it up, even lighter probably. And then we're gonna draw a fern. No, wait, is that what it is? No, it's not a fern. It's from a tree. What's it called? Oh, I forget. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. They have the needles and stuff. Well, not actual needles. And then we're going to draw those things. Whatever you call those. I don't know. I don't know what you call them. I'm just painting it. Okay. Sorry. Now we're going to just do that. So we get that kind of shape and keep doing that. And then do some more there. So it looks something, fixing my chair here, something like that. Then we're going to do another one over here. And so you just draw your stems out first and then draw those things, whatever they're called. Hope you can see that. I think you can. And you probably won't be able to see it as well as I can because it's so light, which is what we want. We want it to be light. Now, don't you just love that sound? Now while we wait for this to dry, we can make our colors. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that same green we used right there, and we're just going to kind of darken that up. And I would take some blue and make it like a nice bluish green color. But more green than blue, because we will come in later and add even more blue to it. So right now you just want to get a hint of blue. A hint of it. Not more than a hint, just a hint. Okay? Okay. So I like that color. It's pretty good. Now we're going to make our blue. Oh, missed the cup. And I'm going to take the same blue I put in my green and just... But we don't want it too dark, because you can always darken something, but you can never light, well, actually you can lighten something, but it's a lot harder to lighten something than darken something. So always make your colors lighter. And if you do make it too dark, don't worry. Just come in with water and grab a handy paper towel and just dab it, and it'll become lighter, and then you can just repaint it. Little tip for you there. Now, we are going to come in and... It's pretty dry. Oh, you see that? You know what that means? If you do that, don't worry. Just get your brush wet. And there. Okay, so yeah, that isn't dry yet. So I'm going to give that a minute. I'm too lazy and don't want to wait for it to dry. So if you're like me, grab a trusty hair dryer. Move my water. And plug it in. Oh. Okay. And you can just use your hair dryer. I'm going to move that out of the way though, because I don't want that stuff getting messed up, and move that. And then you can just dry it with a hair dryer. Right? What did I do? Oh. Have to turn it on. What in the world? There we go. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty much dry. The only thing we're kind of waiting for is that guy, that little guy right there. You, hey, listen, dry. Sorry. It's okay. You take as long as you want. I'm sorry. Okay, now we're going to come in with our, oh, what is that? Okay, never mind. Back with our paints and do a second layer. Just kidding. Okay. Now we're going to paint on our darker leaves. What was that? I have 7 siblings. You probably don't know that, so there's gonna be noise. I'm sorry. I try to find a good time to do my videos, but with 7 siblings, there's always gonna be noise, so it's kind of like you can't get around it. All right, so now while that is still wet, we're gonna come grab our blue. Actually, let's make a new blue. Let's make a new blue. Rhyme there. Could make that into a song. New blue, it's a new blue. Sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but you know what I'm saying. All right, now we're going to add it to the bottom, our blue. To the bottom of our leaf like that. And you want to do this while it's still wet. Because if it's not still wet, it's not going to blend and do all the great stuff it does. And don't you want it to do all the great stuff it does? Yeah, you do. Okay? You do want it to. So, while it's wet, do it, or else you won't get the great stuff. And you want that great stuff. Alright, so, painted the leaf green. And then we came in with our blue. So now we're going to let that dry. Okay? Okay. And now we're going to do the same thing. We're doing the same thing again, people. I'm going to make a little more green there. And do that on this side. Add our leaves. Some more leaves. And more leaves. Lots of leaves here, people. Lots of leaves. Because when you have a wreath, you need lots of leaves, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know. You know what I'm saying. Now, while it's still dry, as I said earlier, grab your blue and just add it to the bottom of your leaves so it does its magic. Keep doing that. Add in the blue to the bottom, to the bottom, to the bottom. And add more blue, like so. Wow, you know what? That's a round of applause for you. You're doing so well. Okay, you're doing great right now. Oh, and there's a hair. How did I get 2 hairs in here? Goodness. Struggling people. There we go. Now we're going to make some more blue because I used up most of that. And we're going to make our ferns. We're making more ferns now, all right? Things are happening. So the same process we did with the ferns earlier. We're doing the same thing, except just with a darker blue. Go. There we go. Like that. Now, we're going to do the same thing down here. We're doing a lot of the same things here, all right? So don't worry about change. Because not much is changing. You know? You know. So we did that. Well, we're doing that, I mean. Okay. Oh, this one is just not looking as good as his friend, all right? He woke up and still hasn't got ready for the day. He just didn't know what was happening, you know? Give him some grace, okay? Just, he needs a little love right now. He's hurt. With you guys making fun of him. So please stop, okay? He's really sad and stuff. Now we're going to take our green and add it to the bottom of our ferns. There we go, to the bottom. Oh, and if you look, our ferns are kind of dry now, but that's all right. There we go. Looks, you know, yours probably looks great. We're doing pretty good. Give yourself a pat on the back. That was me patting my shoulder. I mean, my back, yeah. Now we're going to take our green and we're just going to add some more ferns in like the places that need more ferns, you know? Why do I keep calling these ferns? They're not ferns. Whatever they're called. We need more of them. So you can just add them wherever you feel like it. Wherever you think is best. and just, add them. Enjoy this process of adding ferns. And this will just give it more of a fuller look, because who wants a skimpy little wreath? They want a full wreath. You don't go to a store to buy like a skimpy little wreath. No, you don't. You go to buy a nice full wreath to put on your door or something. I don't know what you do with your wreath. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just guessing, okay? Add another wreath right there. Awkward position there. Okay. That bubble. Oh my goodness, that bubble's killing me. There we go. This looks pretty good, Now we're going to come in with our blue again, and we're going to add our berries. And we don't want the blue to be too dark, so I'm just going to lighten that blue up. And add our berries wherever you feel like it. You could add 2 berries, 1 berry, 3 berries in one spot, Whatever you think is best. This is your painting. There we go. So you can just leave a little hole in your berries, or you can just fill it up. Or you can do both, like I'm doing. Fill up some, leave a hole in some, that kind of thing. Now, we're going to take our blue and add some more ferns. Yeah. So now we're going to add some blue ferns. But you can definitely stop here. You could stop anywhere, really. But, I mean, it's your painting. Stop whenever you want. Adding our blue ferns. Like that. Okay. Now, guess what time it is? It's time for drying again. So turn on that hair dryer if you have one. And we're going to dry this up. Try this again. Did it seriously? Okay. Sure you don't want to see me do that for a long time, but something sad happened. You probably noticed it. Things happened and a tornado came and now he's not doing so well. But we're moving. We're pressing on, moving forward. Now we're going to take our darker blue. Well, we're going to take our blue and darken it, is what I mean. And with that blue, we're going to come in and do a little dot, little dot, little dot, little dot on all of our berries. Little dot, little dot, little dot, little dot. Okay, looks good. Now, I'm going to come in with blue, and maybe you are too. You can do this, you can not, and just add some more blue to my leaves. I want to make it a little more bluish, my leaves. Oh, pop that bubble. More blue, more blue, more blue, more blue. There we go. There's some blue, more blue, more blue, more blue. There we go. Looks great. I'm going to dry this again. Dry this again. Sounds like try this again. But this time it will be in time lapse, so you don't have to watch me do the hair dryer, and we will come right back after I do it with the hair dryer, and we will do it with, we're going to take our pen and outline it. It'll be very funny. Very fun. Now comes the exciting part. I'm pretty sure all of you have been waiting for. We're done with the painting, and getting teary-eyed here. We get to come in with our pen and finish it up and just make it look really even more beautiful than it is. Because yours is beautiful, okay? It is. Okay. Now, we're going to come in, and I like to start out with my leaves, and I decided to start with this leaf. It's a very special leaf, you know? And just outline it, but it doesn't have to be a perfect outline. Like if you see there's a little bit left out, don't make it a perfect outline. I mean, I guess you can, but I kind of like the style of not having it be a perfect outline and having some of the paint not be in the outline, I guess is the best way to put it. And they don't have to be perfect because there is no perfect leaf. There's some leaves that are almost perfect. Maybe you've seen a perfect leaf, but I've never seen a perfect leaf. I've seen great leaves, but no perfect ones. Now we're going to do whatever this is. And I like to do that. I don't like to outline them. I just kind of like to give them that nice feeling. And then you might be wondering, well, Rhea, what about the leaves in the back? Well, you don't have to wonder anymore because we're going to do those. So I don't like to do a darker sketch like that. I like to do something like that where it doesn't look like finished, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But like the pen started to kind of run out kind of thing, I guess. But if you don't like that look, totally fine. It's your painting, so you can do whatever you want. You could even stop and you don't even have to outline yours. I mean, it's totally up to you. I just like when mine's outlined. Oh, I forgot to tell you what we're doing. Now we're circling and drawing the berries, and we're going to draw stems from the berries and draw the circles. We're just drawing some nice circles and stems. So this part is finished and it's already looking so good. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing so great. Keep up the good work, as some would say. Not me, though. Nope, it's definitely not something I would say. Keep doing those, whatever you call them. So you just draw a line and then draw little things coming off of it. Like that. Like that. I'm going to just stop saying like that because it's probably annoying you. And come over here and draw this one. Do the same. And if you wanted, you could totally outline the, and make them round kind of thing. But I kind of just like to draw the lines like that. I don't know. I've never outlined them circularly or rounded. But it's totally up to you. If you like that kind of look, you could even, on another piece of paper, draw that and then sketch it out and see which one you like better. It's a great idea. You could totally do that. Totally up to you. Moment of silence. Oh, and here we come back to the, what did I say? Tornado? Tornado berry. Oh wow, we're getting so close. So close. Is that all of it? Wow. Oh, almost missed those berries. Almost all of it. This, I think this is the last thing I'm going to draw. Here it goes. Finish the berry. Ta-da! Wow. That was so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I really enjoyed painting this. And I hope you guys come by next time I do a video and watch that too. Please like and subscribe and comment down below what you think I should do next time. Bye!